Today we are going to study forms in HTML5 and input restrictions, which is an important topic in advanced web designing. Forms are used to collect the information from users. Whenever we register on a website, log in, fill out an online application or make an online payment, we interact with the HTML forms. HTML5 introduces many new input types and built-in validation features that make the forms smarter, easier to use and more secure. These features reduce the amount of JavaScript required and improve the overall user experience. In today's presentation, we are understand the evolution of HTML5 forms, advanced input types, multimedia form controls, input restriction, and interactive attributes. Let's first understand how web forms have evolved over time. Earlier version of HTML provide the only basic input fields such as text box, password, radio button and checkboxes. The developers had to rely heavily on JavaScript to validate the user input. With the HTML5, web forms became much more intelligent. Modern browsers now support HTML5 forms natively, meaning they automatically validate the many types of input without additional programming. Another major goal of HTML5 was cross-browser compatibility. Whether user access a website through Chrome, Firefox, Edge, Safari or Opera, the forms work consistently. The main objective of HTML5 forms is to simplify the data collection while reducing the development effort and improving the user experience. Now let's look at some advanced input elements introduced in HTML5. The first input type is color. Input type is equal to color field displays a color picker that allows the user to select the colors visually. Instead of typing the color codes manually, it is commonly used in website customization tools and design applications. Next is number. The type is equal to number field accept only numeric values. Users can enter numbers directly or use the up and down spin arrows, and this prevents the invalid text from being entered. Next is URL. The URL input type is specially designed for website addresses. The browser checks whether the enter value follows the correct URL format before submitting the form. Next is date. Type is equal to date. It provides a built-in calendar where the user can easily select a date, and this eliminates the typing errors and improves consistency. Finally, the email input type is equal to email. It automatically validates the email addresses. If the enter value is not in a valid email format, the browser displays an error message before submission. And these advanced input elements make the form easier to use and improve the data accuracy. In this slide, there are time and range controls. This slide introduces the controls used for selecting time and numeric ranges. The month input, a type is equal to month input, allow the user to choose only the month and year. It is useful for selecting the expiry dates or reporting periods. Next is range. Type is equal to range input displays a slider that lets user select a value between a minimum and the maximum limit. This is commonly used for a volume control or brightness setting or ratings and age selection. Type is equal to time. The time input enables the user to select the hours and minutes using a browser provided time picker. Next is type is equal to date time locale. This control combines both date and time selection into one field. It is useful for booking appointments, scheduling meetings, or setting reminders. Finally, the search input type is equal to search input creates a search box specially designed for search operations. Some browsers also provide additional search related features such as a clear button. These controls improve the usability and provide a more interactive experience. Next is multimedia and form files. HTML5 also introduces input type that work with multimedia and file handling. The image type is equal to image. It allows an image to be used as a submit button instead of the traditional button. This improves the appearance of web forms. Next is type is equal to file. This input enables users to browse their computer and upload the documents, images, videos, or other files to the server. This feature is widely used in job application forms, online assignments, and profile picture uploads. Next is type is equal to tail. It is especially intended for phone numbers. Although it does not automatically validate the phone numbers, it provides the better support on mobile devices by displaying a numeric keypad. These input types makes the form more practical and user-friendly. Now let's see common input restrictions. HTML5 provides the several attributes that helps to validate the user input without writing JavaScript. First is required. The required attribute makes a field mandatory. The browser prevents form submission until the field is completed. Next is pattern. The pattern attribute allows the developers to define a regular expression that specifies the required format of the input. For example, it can enforce a 10-digit mobile number or a specific password format. Next is min/max. The min and max attribute defines the minimum and maximum values allowed in numeric field. The next is placeholder. This attribute displays a light colored hint inside the input field showing the users the expected format of the data. And the last is disabled. The disable attribute makes an input field unavailable for editing or interaction. This restriction improves the data quality, reduces the user mistake, and make the forms more reliable. The final slide explains some interactive HTML5 attributes that improve their user experience. The autofocus. This attribute automatically places the cursor in a specific field when the page loads, allowing the user to start typing immediately. Next is read-only. The read-only attribute displays the information but prevents the user from modifying it. This is useful when a certain value should remain unchanged. Next is autocomplete. This attribute enables the browser to remember the previously entered values and suggest them in future forms. This saves the time and improves the convenience. Last is multiple. This attribute allows the user to select the multiple files or enter the multiple email addresses within a single input field. This interactive attribute makes the HTML forms faster, smarter, and more convenient for users. So today we learn about HTML5 forms and input restrictions. We discussed the evaluation of HTML forms, advanced input elements, time and multimedia controls, input validation attributes, and interactive features. The HTML5 has a significantly improved web forms development by reducing the coding effort, providing the automatic validation, enhancing the user experience, and ensuring the better compatibility across the modern browser. Thank you. And let's see practical. Open Notepad and type the code doctype HTML, then HTML, then head, title forms in HTML5, then slash title, slash head, and body. Then form is created by using form tag. Now first field, suppose name, then type the text name, and in front of the name type input type is equal to text. Autocomplete means it will complete your text automatically, no need to type, it saves your timing. Then break is inserted for space after the field name. Then email, if you want to create a text box to enter the email, then email text is enter here in front of email type. Input type is equal to email, name is equal to email. So name is the name of the text box. Now date of inspection, input type is equal to date, so name is equal to b date. Then again break is inserted for next line. Then office time, so in front of office time, input type is equal to time, so here time value is used in a type attribute. The name of the text box is user time. Then break. The number of years completed between 1 and 100, so here the range is given 1 and 100. So if you want to give any range, and now here the number of years completed by the person and range is given. So in examination also the range will be given. So in that case you have to use input type is equal to number, minimum is 1 and max is equal to 100. Now office phone number, so here office phone number if you want to enter, then create a text box with the help of input type is equal to tel. So here tel is used to enter the telephone number. So this text box is created specially to enter the phone number by using input type is equal to tel. Now name is equal to phone, so text box name is phone. Then pattern is given here. So 0 to 9 means any number from 0 to 9. The compulsory two numbers you have to enter. It's a pattern is like this. So 2 curly bracket indicates 2. 2 means 2 digits, any 2 digits compulsory. Then dash, then 0 to 9. Any number 0 to 9, and curly bracket indicates any 10 numbers. So 10 numbers, 10 is compulsory, and 0 to 9 indicates any numbers starts from 0 to 9. And required attribute is used, that it is compulsory, it should not be kept blank, it is compulsory, you have to fill it compulsorily. So required attribute is used inside the before closing angle bracket. Now add your home page. If you want to add your home page, then input type is equal to URL. So special text box for entering a URL. Input type is equal to URL, and then at the end the submit button is created. But here the submit button is instead of typing a text on the button, submit button, we are using here image as a button, image button we are creating here. So input type is equal to image and path of the image. So search your image from your computer, then give the path of that image which you want to create as a button, submit button, and paste that path here. So here this is the path of the image, and that particular image will be displayed on the particular button. So type this program in Notepad and open this program in any browser.